There will come a time where you will sit back and you will look at the rooms. Not the rooms in your house, but the rooms you've built of faith. Where you've served, you've prayed, or maybe just stayed close to the edge of belief, watching others receive what you dared not ask for. Somewhere along the way, a dream became too painful to want. You stopped asking. You stopped hoping. Maybe you never even started praying because you were too afraid. Today I want us to look at the Shunammite woman. She's a quiet figure in scripture who never asked for a miracle, yet she received one. Her story is a call to every woman who's laid down a dream not in rebellion, but in surrender, and to every woman who is still deciding whether she is allowed to hope or dream. Much like the Shunammite woman, I'm sure you too are strong, generous, and faithful. She built a room for Elisha, a place of rest and welcome, spaces of prayer, service, and quiet devotion. I'm almost certain we all have that. She didn't ask for anything in return. And maybe you haven't either. Maybe you've learned to live without the thing you once longed for. When Elisha asked what she wanted, she said, "I dwell among my own people." It sounded like contentment, but it was also a quiet defense, a way of saying, "Please do not stir up what I've buried." She didn't ask for a child, not because she didn't want one, but because she was afraid. She made peace with her ache, as we all do. And yet, Gehazi saw what she didn't say. She had no son, and her husband is old. Elisha, moved by the divine insight, promised her a child. She didn't rejoice. She didn't shout. She said, "No, my Lord. Man of God, do not lie to your servant." Her heart had already grieved that dream and had already let go. She had learned to live without it. And yet, God moved. He gave her a son, not because she prayed for one, but because he saw her. He saw the ache behind her silence. He saw the truth behind her no. He saw the room she built, the faith she lived, and the longing she no longer dared to name. And you may not have asked. You may have stopped hoping. You may have buried the dream so deeply that even your prayers don't reach it anymore. It may feel like the page where that hope once lived has been torn out of your story, ripped from the book, scratched out, forgotten by time. But Jesus came to restore what was torn. He doesn't just write new chapters. He retrieves the pages you thought were lost. He doesn't need your certainty, only your surrender. The room you built is still sacred. The silence you've carried is still seen, and the dream you buried is not beyond reach. She didn't ask for the dream, but she refused to let it die without a fight. So to the woman who is listening, who has stopped praying for something because it hurts too much, God sees the room you built. He sees the fate you planted, and He is not finished with you. And to the woman who is still lingering near faith, unsure if she is allowed to ask, God already heard you. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to be certain. You don't even have to know what to say. Just stay near. The room you've built, whether through question, tears, or quiet longing, is enough for him to enter. So here's your invitation. You don't have to resurrect the dream. Just lay it down in the room you built and let God walk in. Let him see and let him move. And I pray that you will have a blessed Friday.